first down as they begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw again. The 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Stafford now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, that's complete to his tight end Higbee. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation where they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Calling a gain of a yard as it brings us to the end of the first half. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the 2nd half gets started. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matt Judon able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He'll let this go deep for Bourne. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And he's got this down to the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the Patriots will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off at the 48. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Johnson now returning. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. He completes it to Henry. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jones now to throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's brought down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Taylor Rapp with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do.
And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. On the return is J.J. Taylor. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been cooked.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You
Yeah.
see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got? Hey. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me
Stafford on 1st down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Pats are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you.
You left me alone with fire in my lungs. You just left me to burn, baby. I don't know where to start searching to find you. I don't know what place the devil look like you. I don't know where should I turn. Don't know why you my time. No one who I could blame. Just in the lane, for me out.
I can pick this nigga for every time, bro. This nigga is so bad. You calling me, bro? What's the word? I'm coming right now, but I have a minute and 10 in this game, but this nigga don't want to quit. But look, this nigga just do another pick, but coming right now.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try.
I'm into coverage, bro. What am I watching right now, bro? Yes, 37-second touchdown. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
I'm happy that I'm winning, but I'm proud of myself. Looking for this bitch to love me, but I ain't loving herself. Got these niggas in the police tracking me on my head. I know her mama know I love her. Don't party, I might die.
Little dumbass.
She knows to hit me if you need me, I ain't never left. For I lay down on my knee on the phone via day, and I ain't got no respect. If I was his brother, he would never talk to me like that. I'm gonna die for this flame. My mama know it's a shame. They don't love me, I'm stuck with pain. I need you to hold on, can't trust. You gotta carry on and don't feel. They know that I get how they feel, they know that I don't care. If you gotta go to school, my nigga, I made it here without no rules, my nigga. Love them all, you know that I ain't choosing it. They tell me I'm a star, I'm just a fool. I feel the blouse got her, so she go upgrade her body. When you natural, instead of fake, they cannot say nothing about it. Inside of Mississippi River, when we threw them chops, we kill one with that same pistol. Used to be my partner. Can't even tell you about me, still shining. They know my windows key. They know I'm grinding hard, don't do anything hunky. I ain't seen my daughters know too long. I'm talking in months. Then they gon' tell them people lying like I ain't trying to do nothing. I gave them both 1 million a piece, they still keep my churn from me. I'm like, go ahead, you're fine. I won't trip through it, please. I feel the devil on my sleeve. My makeup can't hide this disease. I don't fuck with you, you don't fuck with me. Bitch, please.